Dino Peeps, long time no see. It has been a little while. I just wanted to come back to you and say hi. How are you doing? How have your last few weeks been that I wasn't around here? I hope they were good. My last few weeks have been extremely busy. Not on here, as you can probably tell, but on other outlets that I have been entertaining. Mainly because there has been a big shift, even outside the whole ARK realm, when it comes to content creation and the platforms content creators are on. I don't want to bother you or bore you with like the whole spiel, but I have been fighting with myself for the longest time, probably for a few months, of how to treat social media and how to act on social media and what to do on social media. And ultimately, with the events of the past few days, I have decided to actually now just leave Twitter in a way that I uninstalled the app from my phone. I locked my account to be protected. And I don't really want to entertain that platform anymore. Not because of the people that are there, but mainly because of the whole like political, this whole political dark cloud that has been around this platform, which is terrifying because as a content creator, you are dependent on being connected to the people that watch your content. And Twitter has always been like one of my biggest platforms where I could connect with you outside, let's say, of Discord. At some point, you have to realize that a platform is just doing bad to you and not good to you anymore. And even by being on that platform and keeping your community also on that platform, it's not good. So I decided to move away from there, which also meant I needed something else. And I have been very actively doing this in the past few weeks, which meant at the time that I would usually use to invest into, let's say, making videos or being around here, that I had to put that time into something else. And I have been very active on Instagram. I've been very active on Threads, which is basically the Twitter of Instagram. And I have been growing my channels on there a little bit. Unfortunately, there are not many ARK fans out there. And I hope this will change in the near future. And I hope I can also be the reason to maybe move a few of you over to connect with me over there. In the last few weeks, I have been battling a lot with health issues. I know not all of you are aware of my health situation. Just to say that my health situation has been very poor in the past, I would say like 10 years. And it has its ups and downs in which I have to take breaks, in which I have to go back and recharge my energy and just cut out things that are too stressy for me. And yeah, the past few weeks have been, unfortunately, such a situation in which I could not do the work that I usually love to do. Nonetheless, I am recovering. I took myself out. I recharged my batteries. I'll try to be a little bit more mindful about my resources, about my like mental and physical resources. And this is why I'm back here today. This has been a very unsettling few weeks. If you are a content creator and if you are, a little bit dependent on the reach that you have online. Nonetheless, there has been the charity event and the charity stream on the 2nd of November, the yearly ARK charity stream. And I have to admit, it has been the first charity stream that I did not watch since ARK does charity streams. And it also has been the first that I haven't watched yet. I have watched the reveals though. I have watched everything they have been announcing during the stream. And I have to say that I am not super excited about like the whole Mad Max style things. It is mainly because I feel the game becomes more and more like a very typical American action movie, testosterone heavy franchise, which I personally do not identify with, which is, I don't know, it might be like a hot take, but I really enjoy the story around Helena and her discoveries on the ARK, and I always felt it was a very balanced view on everything. But I really don't enjoy this whole like very cliche, typical American action movie stuff. It has never been my interest in real life, and it is nothing that I personally look forward to in a game that I play. So all of these reveals that have been in the stream, I think it's nice to have for those who enjoy it. I didn't get overly excited about them. I saw a lot of you were very excited about the reveal that there is going to be a new map coming, a map that has not been an ASE. But even there, I can only say we knew this before. That was already announced last year in last year's charity event. So this is not really news. We already thought that it would be something that would be out by now. Because last year they said they're going to give us the surprise map or the surprise content in November. And it's not here. So we already had been waiting on the new map. And all we got is like, yeah, there is going to be a new map. So all we really got was just a renewal of the announcement that we got last year. Coming from a content creator point of view into this, the community reactions to the revelations or the reveals and the community reactions to the news have been super mixed in the past few months. And I think if you are active on social media and if you're active in people's videos comments, if you're active in the community on Discords, and even if you're checking out the comments in the community crunches, you have probably noticed that the tone has shifted towards a very negative mindset in the past few weeks. And I have noticed that myself because I cannot upload a video for like, I think the past year. I cannot upload a video either here or on the German ARK channel that I also have without getting insults and threats and people being very angry at me personally for the things that are announced in ARK as if it was my responsibility to change it. It has been very hard on not only me, but also on a lot of other content creators. And as a matter of fact, in our little content creator group that we had, where we would just connect with each other, it was like a group of ARK content creators, there aren't a lot of content creators left. A lot of people have distanced themselves from ARK, and a lot of people have moved on to other games and have moved on to do other content than ARK. Not only because they disagreed with some decisions made by Wildcard, but also because they didn't think it was worth uploading content when the feedback of the community has been so negative. For me, I usually don't try to move myself out of an interest of mine or of a passion of mine, and ARK is and always has been a passion of mine. I still love ARK. I usually try to just build up on it. So what I have been doing is in the past month, I think, I have been writing a lot because I'm a writer. I have been a writer who then became a YouTuber. And now I am looking back and I am a writer again while still being a YouTuber. And I'm trying to combine things with each other. But I have been going back to writing, and I have been streaming my writing, and I have been reconnecting to writing friends, and I have met new writing friends. And ultimately, I know that I need to outsource my attention a little bit from ARK into other things that I enjoy, mainly because if you go on and upload things and put your whole time into doing work where the feedback is very negative, then it can really mess with your head. So I needed an outlet where I can put passion and work in, where I knew that the community around it is very positive and is very helping and very friendly. Because, every person, each of you, need some positive feedback once in a while for the things they do. And while I still love doing ARK content and playing ARK, I know it is a very challenging time for all of us. You probably wonder why this is now a video like this, why this is now a rambling video and me yapping around stuff. It is mainly because I don't think all of the news that have been coming out have been worth for me to hype them up for you. It's just, I look at the news and I think, oh yeah, that's nice. But it's nothing where I could sit down and say, and hype it up and be like, hey, this is so exciting and this is going to change the world. Because it's not. Let's be honest, it's not. All of the news are tiny little things that probably make Ark Survival Ascendant better and probably make Ark Survival Ascendant more enjoyable, but none of these news I felt were groundbreaking. And I do not want to be the person to sell them to you to be groundbreaking. I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, if you're a person who really wants to have like every tiny little bit of news that is happening in Ark, I can tell you, go to GP's channel. He is amazing in analyzing every change that is happening in the franchise, and he's doing amazing work keeping track with everything. I'm watching GP's video when I have been like apart from the Ark community for a while to just see what's going on. So go to GP's channel. I'm going to link it in my description so you can find it. I wholeheartedly suggest you to really follow him and keep up with the stuff. As you know, most of my content, and the reason why I got into the content and why I got into YouTubing, is because I do theory crafting. I make tutorials, I make stuff so you understand how to play the game and you don't fail the game and you don't get frustrated about the game. And the amount of new game mechanics that were introduced in the past few weeks are very limited. We get very excited about the trade system and we look deep into the trade system, and that's all fun and stuff, but the amount of like really new exciting mechanics that are exciting for this channel have been kind of limited, I have to say, and I don't want to overhype things to you as well. So I think in regards of that, Ark has been very dormant in my mind, and Ark has been very dormant in a matter of doing amazing and hyped up and exciting content. Doesn't mean Ark is dead, doesn't mean Ark is like out of the picture. It just means that for me to get excited about doing big projects, it needs something exciting to get me excited. But I know the Ark people are working hard on it, and I know they are still battling the challenges that ASA has provided them and is still providing them with each new patch. And I am also not the person who says, hey, drop all of the bug fixing and make exciting new content, because ultimately I want the game to run better for each and every one of you before we get the new next exciting thing that might break it again. I think you understand where I'm going with this. So this is just a little update from my side, so you know what's going on in here and you know what I'm up to, that I'm not dead, and where to find me in the future. I will, of course, still be uploading here, so just so that you don't misunderstand me. But I hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you have a wonderful start into your weekend today. I hope the community crunch is full of exciting things today, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye!